what's going on? We know that Dusty Rhodes is on his way. Any news via cell phone? Can you tell us anything?
Let me tell you this, Goldie. I know you've got a job to do, hon, and I've got a job to do myself. And every time you stick that mic in my face, it worries me.
Whoa, wait. Dad, what are you so worried about? You need to relax. I'm getting worried about Allstate back. Don't get so worried. I'm getting worried about you.
Hey, don't worry about me. You know, Jeff, you've been down the road with him. I've worried about him. I'm going to keep worrying about it. But I got Dusty Rhodes on the scene, so don't be surprised if you don't see it. As a matter of fact, son, I think I hear him playing your song. And I got a little surprise for you waiting on the ring. You might as well go on out there and get a taste of it, ain't you?
I love surprises, Goldie. You want to come?
Not really.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. About to make his way to the ring representing Sports Entertainment Extreme. This is BGJ. And what did his father, NWA representative Bob Armstrong, just say? He's got a little surprise for BG James. That may be an understatement.
Absolutely.
And his opponent from Chicago, Illinois. This is the Tenacious C. Ladies and gentlemen, you are about to witness one of the most incredible stories that we have ever seen in professional wrestling. This young man, Chicago, Ann Arbor, Michigan, is his current home. He is 19 years of age.
Man.
At the age of 8, Tenacious C lost his leg because of cancer. This young man has been wrestling less than a year, but where do you see the guts, the courage, and yes, the tenacity of Tenacious C?
Mike, this is one of the greatest stories in wrestling. This is heartwarming. I'll tell you what, it makes me regret any time I've ever complained about anything in my life, because this shows you that you can do anything to overcome adversity. Anything.
Well, Tenacious C up on the corner there, and certainly left the opening for BG James to take advantage, and he certainly does, going right to the offense. No, it's not a rib. It's not a rib, Brian.
I know he's got to be confused out there, BG James. It's got to be confused, Mike, as to what's going on. But the bottom line is, and I think he'll find this out, Tenacious C is in that ring. So just like any other competitor, he's got to deal with it.
Off into the ropes goes Tenacious C.
Oh, get this!
Drop kick out of nowhere! Into the corner, cutting with repeating this to the midsection. Gonna mount the corner now and rain down those right hands to the top of the head of BG James. Oh, my.
Well, they had to do something to get him off of him, but I'll tell you what, Mike, this Tenacious C is amazing.
What an amazing story it is. As we mentioned, he lost his leg because of cancer at the age of 8. And look at him flip over, great agility. Sends him into the ropes. Shrugged off by James, who,
Man,
follows up with a vicious clothesline. When he was recuperating after losing his leg, he was visited in the hospital because of the Make-A-Wish Foundation by Hulk Hogan.
You're kidding.
And that has completely turned his life around. It gave him a goal. It gave him something to shoot for, that visit in the hospital by Hulk Hogan. He's dedicated his life to be a professional wrestler.
And I'll tell you something else, Mike. I'm talking to him today. He wants to be treated as any equal. He doesn't.
No special favors.
No special favors. And I'll tell you something. He has learned to compensate. And look at that! That was unbelievable!
Duck the clothesline. Caught him with the leg lariat.
Wait, what's going on here?
Look out!
You're kidding me!
Just hit the moonsault.
And look at him land on his feet!
And look at this crowd! Look at this crowd! Get on their feet for Tenacious C! They love this kid! Can we see this again?
I mean, I gotta tell you, we gotta see that again. Look at this!
Great split screen. There you see it, the replay on the right.
I mean,
he hit the moonsault. We come back live, and BG James.
You know, Mike, I even made the comment.
What a cheap shot that was.
You forget he's got one leg when he does stuff like that. Unbelievable. But I'll tell you what, though, the bottom line is he's in there against a veteran.
Yeah, this match, as we mentioned earlier, well, booked sort of as a surprise for B.G. James by his father, NWA Rep Bullet Bob Armstrong. Great extension of the leg that time by James, goes for the cover, and he pulled him up at 2. And you notice there, B.G. James, a little slap to the face of Scott Armstrong, who is the brother of B.G. James, the third man in the ring, senior official here.
It's no secret, Mike, about the animosity those two have had for each other the last few weeks. A lot brewing there. You know, one thing I've got to give B.G. James credit for is
off the suplex, vertical style. Again, the trick down, and again pulls him up at 2, and now he's mocking his brother at this point.
And mocking Tenacious Z, too. You know, pin him if you're going to do it, but you know, he's in a no-win situation. Wait a minute.
Well, this is the situation you talked about earlier. The heat between these two.
Wait a minute. Roll up. 1, 2.
No! Only 2. Thought he was going to pull off the upset. Whoa!
Hey,
senior official.
Got him again. 1, 2. He's got it. He got it.
The winner of the match, Tenacious Z.
Oh, wait a minute. Raven has just entered the ring and leveled him. Raven has just leveled Tenacious Z. Oh, come on. This is wrong.
Yeah, well, this
is wrong.
This would be sports entertainment extreme at its finest with Raven in there.
This is unsportsman entertainment extreme.
Yeah, we get some security.
Yes.
Tenacious Z to the back.
That was just wrong.
Hey, security, remove that debris from my sight.
Yeah. What a great competitor Tenacious Z is. What a heartwarming, what an inspiring story.
AJ Styles, you have property that belongs to me. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and you possess the NWA World Heavyweight title. You need to bring that to me right now. I mean, you do realize that you are a mere gardener in the yard of life, while I walk a different road, a road of horror, a narrow road with no turns that only the bravest of men would dare travel. Pain. Pain is a bridge on that road, carrying the traveler over dark waters of deceit and scorn. Debt. A debt incurred on this road is a lifelong bond, a hunger to be satiated. It is a debt of blood, and it requires sacrifice. Your sacrifice, AJ Styles.
Challenge issued to AJ Styles. No reaction yet, and now
there he comes.
Yeah, Styles wearing the NWA World title belt of Jeff
unless
Jarrett.
you are of the greatest magnitude, you will attempt to come down here and keep me from regaining my possession and granting you an eternity of youthful oblivion.
He's got a vocabulary, I'll tell you that.
AJ Styles, you claim to have beaten everyone, but you haven't beaten anyone until you've taken a walk through Raven's Clockwork Orange House of Fun. You arrogant little Quote the Raven, nevermore.
Well, he's made the challenge.
Well, we don't have a referee, but here we go, impromptu style. Styles hits the ring, and Raven's ready for him.
And it amazes me, Mike. They're wrestling for a belt that they don't even own. But what has happened to Jeff Jarrett? Again, for those of you, he was taken out back by Russo's army, and it was an army tonight.
Yeah, as part of Operation Sex, in the words of Vince Russo. And, of course, you can't believe Russo. He did say that they took away the leader of the NWA, but that he is in no harm because he cares about Jeff, and it's for Jeff's own good.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you believe in that statement that possesses 9/10 of the law, then this battle is for the belt right here.
Whoa.
And it is a brutal battle, Mike.
Raven sent back first right into the steal by Styles. Never had a bail, don't have a referee, and I'm certainly not an official match by any means.
Well, I'll tell you what, though, Mike, as a fan, how can you not love this matchup, though?
That's just pretty much what we've seen from the opening minutes.
Whoa!
As we see Raven spring off the ropes and hit the clothesline. There hasn't been a breather tonight.
Not a bit. It has just been going nonstop. And Raven is taking over right now. I'll tell you something. AJ Styles has battled a lot of warriors here in NWA TNA, but this is somebody new for him. Raven's so experienced.
I wonder what AJ Styles' mentor, the living legend Larry Zbyszko, has to think about this. And Styles just explodes that time with a clothesline. Spin kick took Raven down.
Again, it almost like Styles answered the call. Without, Zbyszko's permission, he just ran right out.
Cheap shot, low blow by Raven. And look at that! Separating the fingers of AJ Styles. He's trying to break his fingers.
Well, I'll tell you what, these two have both used every trick in the book in their past, so why not now?
Let's get a camera on the ramp.
Here he is!
Zbyszko, chair in hand, has just hit the ring. And Raven took the belt.
Raven has walked out here with a belt. And I believe, folks, you can't see this, but I believe he may have seriously damaged AJ Styles' hand. Look at him, he's in pain.
Now you can see AJ Styles in obvious pain. Trying to separate and trying to break the fingers is what Raven was doing. Larry Zbyszko out with the chair, sends Raven to the back, but looks like the damage has been done.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was a great thing that Zbyszko came out when he did. Again, folks, this was unscheduled. It was just a challenge by Raven over a belt that doesn't even belong to either of them, in my opinion.
Right, fortunate timing on the part of Zbyszko, but bottom line, Raven is just left with the NWA title belt in his possession, even though, you're right, he's not the rightful owner.
But not only has he done that, Mike, he has seriously injured AJ Styles, it looks like.
Let's try and get an update again on the Jeff Jarrett situation. I think Goldilocks has cornered Bob Armstrong. We're trying to find out the status of Jeff Jarrett, and we're going to send it back to Goldilocks. Goldie, if you can hear me, take it.
We're backstage. We're going to get a word with Bob as to Jeff Jarrett's condition. Bob, excuse me, can you just please let us know
woman, I got a wife at home that does enough bitching. I've got